Good evening. My name is Blair Dunkel, and for my summer 2020 capstone project with Dr. Potter, I did my research project on Peloton. Peloton was founded in 2012 in hopes of bringing community and boutique fitness into the home. The first prototype was designed in 2013 to help the company raise funds. There were 4 different fundraising pushes, totaling almost $1 billion. The first bike was released in 2014, with the treadmill released in 2018. The first major marketing campaign was during the 2018 Winter Olympics. The mission of Peloton uses technology and design to connect the world through fitness, empowering people to the best version of themselves anytime, anywhere. Their mission, each instructor during each class, reminds you that your workout is for you, and you can change anything you want to make you happy and to make yourself a better person. The 4 values that Peloton uses is, the first one, and the most important one, is put the members first. Operate with a bias for action, empower teams of smart creatives, and together we go far. You hear them use the phrase together we go far quite often because they understand that when they put the members first and combine their forces into one, they can achieve anything. Peloton does have some competition. On the left is the Peloton bike and the tread. As you'll see, they have a 20-inch monitor on the front. NordicTrack, made by Icon Fitness, has also come out with very similar looking technology. Currently, there is a lawsuit filed in May of 2020 against Icon Health and Fitness over the copyright of their fitness programs. Some of the stakeholders of Peloton, if you look down at the bottom, other is 39% of the company, and then they work their way back. The CEOs only own about 6% of the company. It's very well spread out through different industries and different people. The PESTEL analysis. The PESTEL analysis, Peloton has created a market very similar to that of Tesla. People are able to visit a boutique-like location, many times in the mall or other shopping centers. They're also able to purchase directly from the company online. Many users, myself included, purchase the Peloton before they had ever even sat foot on it. And when it arrives on your doorstep, fully assembled and delivered, you're really excited to get on and enjoy your first ride. The economic standpoint plays a huge part in Peloton. With a price tag of over $2,200 for the bike and almost $4,300 for the treadmill, they have a unique business model, which, when people are not working and unemployment is high, normally business is down. During the pandemic, they actually saw the opposite. As unemployment spiked to all-time highs, they saw their demand also going up. Part of that was obviously due to gyms and memberships and clubs being closed. Social. Currently, people are scared to go work out in the gym, and you have to have time to go to the gym. We don't know what'll happen with the pandemic and the COVID-19. Maybe people will never go back to the working out in the same way. But what Peloton has done is found a way to help you feel connected to the other users and feel like you're in the studio when you're in the privacy of your own home. You can be in your own basement and racing against 25,000 of your closest friends and family. You also can follow your friends and their journey on the app, similar to a Facebook. Technology is huge for Peloton. Probably their core piece of technology. It really is the core of the equipment and what sets them apart from the competition. The screen has already been updated since the original model, and changes to the classes have also been made. Since technology is what helps to sell the piece of equipment, they need to continue standing apart from the rest. Ecological. This isn't a huge area that Peloton's in currently. If they did want to add more in this space, They would be able to make the equipment use less power and energy. They could also be more efficient in their factories and transportation of their product. They do use vans most of the time to transport their bikes and treads to get it to the customer. This allows for better gas mileage than big heavy trucks. However, it does mean that they have to make more trips because they can't fit as much in the truck. To each their own. Legal factors are a big part of Peloton as well, especially with their patents. They have several patents on their technology and their equipment, and even their classes. Like I said earlier, they're in a pending lawsuit against Icon Fitness over that patent infringement. If tariffs or taxes are created on their equipment, they may also be forced to pass those onto their end customer. Currently, the Peloton is sold in the United States, in Canada, in the United Kingdom, and in Germany. So those are the 4 countries that you have to worry about the tariffs. Porter's 5 forces. Threats of new entry. I determined this to be a low risk. There are threats to new entry in the fitness space. However, in the Peloton fitness space, with what they have, there is not much risk. They own the technology, they own the equipment, and they have the best instructors. They recently passed an agreement with for copyrights of the songs as well, to allow them to use a more wide variety of music in their exercise classes. Buyer power, medium risk. If a buyer wants to compare different brands, the buy-in price is very similar. The pieces of equipment I showed you earlier in the slides have a very similar shelf price to the Peloton. Supplier power is a moderate risk. There are other suppliers out there, but Peloton did what they could and bought the bike manufacturer in Taiwan that they do most of their business with. This will help them to just have their own manufacturer, just focus on the Peloton. The threat of substitutes, I determined that to be a medium risk. One major competitor in at-home cycle. Flywheel is very similar, but it's competed in studio and doesn't quite have the home boutique feel. Rivalry among competition is a high risk. The firms are in constant competition to create the next best thing. The VRIO framework. Is Peloton valuable? Yes, it's actually very valuable. Rare? No. An exercise bike is not a rare piece of equipment. A treadmill is not a rare piece of equipment. However, Peloton's system is rare. Imitability. They do have competition in the fitness space, the treadmill space, and the bike. Where they hold the advantage are their instructors and the patents. Organized. Yes, they're a top-notch organization. The employees are treated well, and it shows. They bring so much passion to their teaching. The people of Peloton want their customers to be the best versions of themselves. SWOT analysis. Strength. The biggest strength for them is their name. The name says it all. They have a very strong following. Many people actually say it's cult-like following. You say the name Peloton, you know you're going to receive an excellent product, one that's well built, has high values, and a company who truly cares and values about their customer. One of their weaknesses is price. Their price tag does set them out of the budget for some people that are interested. During the pandemic, long lead times also did. They had lead times up over 8 weeks, so that made some people turn away. Another weakness that they're going to run into is during the current pandemic, so many people went out and bought a Peloton that their next client and their next customer and their next customer have already purchased. So they're going to have to develop a new client base and find a new group of customers who wants to own this piece of technology. Opportunity. Peloton has so many opportunities. There's new markets, there's new equipment, there's new users. Like I said before, they're currently sold in the US, Canada, UK, and Germany. Where's next? There is always room for expansion. There's also a rumor that they're going to come out with a rowing machine in 2021. While that has not been confirmed by Peloton themselves. It has been rumored by several different sources. They think that adding the rower will add another price point with a little bit lower buy-in to the Peloton equipment. It will also excite people who are into that type of workout. Threat. Some of the threats are new technology. If a competitor creates a new piece of technology that Peloton doesn't own, then they get the leg up. When the patents can expire, other companies can jump in and try to replicate. Core competencies. An area where Peloton is able to separate themselves from others in the fitness space. They're an excellent value, the best combination of technology and fitness in one piece of equipment. They build a great product, very well built, with low service requests. Some of the instructors are some of the best instructors out there. They are the face of the company. Some have over 500,000 followers on social media. And the best thing about Peloton is they listen to their customers. They make changes in what the customers want. They did an experiment to find out what type of workout their customers wanted. They wanted more 30-minute workouts, so they went back to the drawing board and created more 30-minute workouts. One of the stats I found to be really interesting is they have a 95% retention rate, which is higher than even that of Netflix. At a $39.99 per month price, that's incredible that they can keep their customers engaged and make them excited month after month. The current situation of Peloton, they're sitting fine. They're at 68.50 on the NASDAQ. High this year was 69 and the low was 67. They haven't done much movement. 52-week high is 73 and the 52-week low was 17. Imagine if you got in at 1770. Some of the other things they do well: diversification, new products, bike to treadmill, maybe the rower, we don't know that yet. They also have a very diverse employee. They recently added their first African American board member and the first female CEO. They also have a strong desire to do better. John Foley says that that's not good enough. They want to keep improving on diversification of their staff. Europe is a huge opportunity with a strong desire to fitness, and to me is the next place they should diversify. That leads us right into product extension. They need to hit those new markets in Europe. They have new class offerings such as yoga and boot camp. You can even take Peloton classes walking outside. They operate in the fitness space, the technology space, the software, the content. They have live and online classes, and they even have their own apparel line. I've got my own Peloton shirt, but I figured it wasn't dressy enough for this presentation. Mergers and acquisition. Like I said before, Flywheel Fitness. Peloton approached them very early in their time about an agreement where the two of them could work together. Flywheel actually turned it down, probably regretting that at this point. Peloton did purchase Tonic Fitness Technology for $47.4 million. This was in hopes to have better control over the complete supply chain. Some of my recommendations for Peloton: they need to expand into the new markets. They could hit France, Austria, Italy, Poland. They'd be able to use Germany as their home country to leverage other sales and then continue to work their way out in Europe. New products, the rower. What about a shake product or meal plans? Those are areas that Peloton hasn't even fit into yet. Also, they can make some adjustments to the current product. We have the Peloton bike. It'd be nice if the monitor, you could spin it around 360 degrees and do a floor workout. Maybe they'll take my advice, maybe not. The last piece that I would do is reward longevity. When a customer reaches a year, give them something for free. Give them a few dollars off their monthly subscription. Give them an achievement, an award, something like that could really make them excited about the Peloton equipment and continue to tell their friends and family how great it is. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to hear my presentation on Peloton. My references are below, and I've really enjoyed having class with all of you, and best of luck in your future endeavors.